Happy Tuesday. Well, I guess maybe when this email sends out, it will be Wednesday. Happy day. I just wanted to share with you guys a little of my experience the last couple of days. Yesterday I just had a hard day and I can't really put my finger on it, but my emotions were just kind of a little bit unraveled, more than typical. I mean, there's always the ebbs and flows of different things that are happening during the day and how I feel in response to those things. But yesterday was a little rougher than typical. And then today I woke up and just went for a walk, listened to a podcast, a sermon, and just refreshed myself a little bit. Started the day with getting some breakfast for the kids and just those normal everyday activities that when they're done and done with joy, the whole day just takes on a different outlook. And as I headed into my school morning, I said the no word to my daughter in response to a question that she asked me. And she is 10 years old right now. And it's funny how, a toddler, you teach them that when mom says no, that's what it means, no, and they learn to deal with it. But I feel like when they're moving in this age of childhood, there's kind of another transition that kids go through. And we have been smack dab in the middle of that transition, her refiguring out that mom's no means no, and just like it did when she was little, and that those things don't change. Kiddos always are checking those boundaries. But the funny part is this morning, as she was having a little bit of a hard time, not even being rebellious, but just in the being joyful in the midst of a no, which is really my goal with my kiddos. And I began to talk to her about her countenance and that she needs to rule over those emotions. And if I'm going to read to you from Genesis. Let me see if I can find it here. The wind is blowing my pages. It says, "So the Lord said to Cain, 'Why are you angry, and why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you should rule over it.'" And I began talking to my daughter about that. And I'm like, you know what, babes? At our house, we don't do school crabby. And so I'm like, it's okay if you just take a few minutes, get your attitude kind of in line, rule over that crabby countenance, and then come back when you're ready to do school with joy. And as I was talking to her and she went off and did come back with a happy countenance, we finished school in joy. I had to chuckle to myself as a mom because what I was teaching her, I was not successful at myself yesterday. Because all of us have things, that cause our countenance to fall. And the Lord's advice to Cain was sound, that we are called to rule over that. Those emotions don't have to take over our responses, our outlook, our days, for instance, Amy, because it is my job as Amy Clausen to rule over my emotions. They don't rule over me. And as I was teaching and training my daughter in that powerful truth this morning, I teached, is that a word? I don't think so. Retaught myself that very same thing because I don't want to be ruled by the falling of a countenance. I want to be ruled by actually subduing that and standing up in my authority and being victorious in my emotions. So I just bless you guys today as you go about through all the things that are teaching you life's powerful lessons that Holy Spirit uses to shape us and form us more into the image of the perfect bride of Christ. It is a good day to grow up. Anybody else agree? All right. Lord bless you guys. Bye-bye.